Bulavanaka, thanks for joining us for more Drua Talk with Greg Clark. First, congratulations to Glenn Jackson, who has been appointed Drua head coach starting in 2025. But for now, he remains assistant coach, and it's all eyes on trying to qualify for the playoffs. And what about the turnaround by the Swire-shipping Fijian Drua? Yes, they are back in the winner's circle in the nick of time. They remain in 8th spot with 2 games to play. Current head coach Mick Byrne will join us today. I catch up with Drua Talk. Isoa Nasilasila in Clarkie's corner. Highlanders Fijian star Timoci Tavatavanawai joins us to chat about this week's clash in Dunedin. There's game highlights from Suva, Drua try of the week, and much more. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. It was crunch time in Suva last Saturday when the Drua hosted the Queensland Reds in Week 13 action. Mick Byrne's men needed to win to stay in 8th spot, while the 5th place Reds were eyeing a top 4 finish.
And it's going to be the Fijian Drua to get us underway at HFC Stadium. Good. As the sun comes out in Suva. Early mistake and picked up brilliantly. So
you're okay.
Early. Drua says he just manages to hold on. Expect plenty of carries from Ilia Danakavata. Good clean out by the Drua. Armstrong Rabola, Salawa. Getting through. Salawa! Oh, and then loses it 1 metre out from the line. And he might have been trying to release the ball so he could pick it up and go again.
What about the footwork on Salawa? He's done all the hard work, being able to get his head and shoulders through that contact.
They might have seen something. He might have tripped him here.
We're just having a look at trip at Siliasi Budavalu.
Just Jeremy's here picked up a possible trip by the Reds player.
Was Budavalu the last defender? Would he have scored without the trip?
Yeah, mate. So my view is that a probable try would have been scored but for the actions of 14. My view is that a probable try would have been scored but for the actions of 14. Does anyone have anything to add to that? Okay.
Nothing more to add.
14.
Yellow card to the Reds.
And a penalty try.
Penalty try. Automatic 7. What a start. Drua in front of their passionate home fans again. So wingers looking to get involved. There's a little kick through and it falls nicely for Tony Awanga. 6 or 7 metres out. Can they get it out wide? They don't have to because they're going to go the direct route. And over goes Tavita in Kalabati. Second try already to the Fijian Drua. Oh, too big and too strong. I think there was a bit of footwork in there as well.
There definitely was. All these forwards are just showing their absolute skill.
Advantage there for the Reds. Right with a rumble. Rabbi. Drua. They went hard at Penny Rabbi to try and get his signature. But he decided to go to the Reds instead. Now the kick across and Aubrey is in the corner. Oh, perfect kick. And Floyd Aubrey, his first start in the famous Queensland Reds jersey. And he's in for a try. Crichton throws and goes, stepping. Oh, brilliant try. Individual magic there from Lawson Crichton. Right under the black dot. Valentini moves in. He's got the distance. What's the angle like? It's good. It's over. Very timely indeed. Will that be crucial in the end? The crowd applauding it.
I think plenty of tempo still. I think keep playing, keep testing them across the field, make them work hard, make them make tackles, and a bit of composure when we've got the ball out on those edges.
Awesome, mate. Go well in the second half.
Outside.
Cheers.
Canavelli takes a direct route again. Throw a volley inside ball. Ravu Taumunda stepping. Can he go on his own? Can he do it himself? He's pulled out about 1 metre out. They look to go left, but the advantage goes out. Slowing the ball down, the Queensland Reds. Here's a Canavelli. Has he got a double? The hand goes up and it is a try. He's got a double.
Yeah, so the try's been scored, it's before the try, so we just restart play as normal.
Yeah, okay, but it's going to be a yellow card against 14.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Problems for Nasilasila, the man from Suva. Second yellow, which becomes a red. So again, Blake has it at the back and they start to rumble. This time they're staying away from the sideline. It stopped once.
Stay on 20.
Still going. Blake. There's a try. But try to the Queensland Reds. It had to come eventually. And it is George Blake, the replacement hooker, that gets it. Play. Another advantage coming up here. Kenny having a run. Nasilasila delivers to Armstrong Wabula. Short ball. Marcy has gone without it, but it's going to come back. Armstrong Wabula. This one is heading towards the post. It's over. The game is over. The season is alive still for the Fijian Drua. They've got the Highlanders next Sunday in Dunedin. And then they're back to Lautoka to take on the Melbourne Rebels in the final round in a fortnight. Namani Ndolo, proud flying Fijian. What do you make of that?
The Drua doing it again at home, winning 28-19 to keep their playoff hopes alive. That's now 8 wins from their last 9 home games. The Hurricanes down Moana 32-24 to get things underway. The Chiefs survived a scare, winning by 3 in what could have been the Rebels' last game in Melbourne. The Drua over the Reds. The Brumbies got the job done in Canberra, downing the Crusaders 31-24. The Blues were too strong for the Highlanders in Auckland, winning 47-13. And the Force are still in the playoff race after a 20-point win over the Waratahs in Perth. So the Blues are on top with 50, 3 in front of the Canes. The Brumbies have 43 points and the Chiefs 42. Then it's the Reds on 31, Rebels 26, Highlanders 23, and the Drua are 8th on 21. But have a look at the chasing bunch. That bottom 4 still have a mathematical chance of reaching the playoffs. With 2 rounds to go, the Blues, Canes, Brumbies, Chiefs and Reds are all safely through to the playoffs. The Rebels, Highlanders and Drua can control their own destiny with wins, while the Force, Moana, Crusaders and Waratahs are still giving themselves a chance of advancing through to the quarterfinals. It's going to be an interesting final 2 weeks in the regular season. This is Drua Talk with Greg Clark. It's time to chat with Drua head coach Mick Byrne. Well, Mick, when you start full-time as Flying Fijians coach, your current assistant, Glenn Jackson, will take over your Drua role. I guess it's good to have that confirmed so you can all concentrate on the next month or so without any distractions.
Oh yeah, I think the pleasing thing is for me is that Jacko's a mate and I've known him for over 20 years, but the big thing is he's ready for the job and he'll do a great job there, but it's also the continuity for the program here. There's been a lot of work done, and I think when you want to, looking forward and you're looking for a direction to go, knowing where you've come from is a really big thing. You don't want to go down roads that haven't been good roads for the group before, so I think it's a great appointment, and I'm really happy for him personally, but also for the organisation to get the continuity that they'll get now.
Jacko's appointment seems to have been well received, so he does know the system, that's for sure. Well, you challenged the players to respond to the disappointment in Perth by turning up from the start last week, and they did. You must have been happy with the way they bounced back.
Yeah, I think we talked about it last week, that there'd been a real indication on the Monday and the Tuesday that they were focused for the week, and I think you never really know, as I say, the proof's in the pudding. So seeing the way they came out on Saturday and started, put the Queensland Reds under pressure, and when you ask questions, sometimes the answers aren't exactly what the opposition want, and we asked a lot of questions in that first 5 or 6 minutes and put them under pressure, and the penalty try came about because we just kept coming at them. So that was pleasing. And then to back that up and get another try Yeah, we still had a couple of unforced errors there which allowed the Reds back in, but you know, we stuck to our guns and defended well in the second half.
It was another great day in Suva on Saturday, so you're now at that stage when you know that things are looking positive in the preparation, aren't you?
Yeah, I think when the year we've had and the training sessions we do and what we have our meetings, you get a real feel around the place, and you know, I think this is the best I've felt after a victory on a Monday and Tuesday training. We're growing and we're learning. We've always been a team that tends to respond after the result, and you know, we've never had much trouble responding after a loss, but responding after a victory has been a bit of a challenge as we grow, but this week has been very pleasing.
It wasn't all perfect in Suva. The ref wasn't happy with your scrum, for example. Has that been rectified?
Yeah, it's an interesting one. Look, you know, you don't want to blame anyone. You want to look at yourself first, but you know, they were a little bit messy around the way they engaged as well. You know, they were, you know, we know that when we play Australian sides, it's not a straight up scrum contest. You know, the New Zealand sides very much just get on with it. The Australian sides like to have a few tricks up their sleeve, and you know, I think that was something that was, you know, it was a bit of both. It wasn't necessarily, we probably needed to respond a little bit quicker to the games they were playing, but that's okay. They got a couple of free kicks, and that's the game. You just we'll just continue to get our focus right. Our scrum's been going well, and we've been very pleased with it. And I said just a few little fiddly things that the opposition were doing on the weekend that we can learn from.
It's a rare Sunday afternoon clash under the roof in Dunedin. You get the extra day to prepare, and I guess that means a lot for an away game, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think we get an extra day to prepare, but we also lose a day post, you know, so it's important that we can make the most of that extra day this week, which we've done. We're going to get our 3 good training days in and use the 4th day as a travel day. But the most pleasing thing is that, you know, Fiji Airways have really come good for us as a great sponsor, and they're flying us directly back from Dunedin on Sunday night. So we'll be back in town on Sunday night. So the day we thought we were going to lose from travel, we won't. So on a 6-day turnaround, you don't need to be losing another full day travelling. So it's been great by Fiji Airways to get us back in town on Sunday night.
You're 8th on the ladder, 2 points behind the 7th place Highlanders and 2 in front of the 9th place Force. So motivation won't be a problem again this week. You need to keep winning. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, that's been the case for a few weeks now, as we've been saying. That if it's in our hands. We put it in our hands a few weeks ago when we got into the 8, and you know, we've been able to keep winning. We've just got to do that, Clarky. You know, we've got to keep winning, and you know, I think also there's been a few detractors around, you know, an 8-team final contest in a 12-team competition, but you know, if it wasn't, there'd be you know, a lot of these games at the end of the season would be sort of null and void. And I think for the, you know, the benefit of the competition, to have all these games alive at the end of the year, even if it's for the 8th or 7th and 8th position, is great for the competition. It keeps everyone alive, and you know, and then if teams are good enough to get from 7th or 8th to win a title, then good luck to them. But it makes sure that the whole season stays alive right to the last round, which is very good.
It will go right down to the wire for sure. And the Highlanders are coming off a big loss to the Blues in Auckland, but they'll be tough in their last home game, won't they?
Oh, they're a tough side. They're one of the toughest sides we'll meet. They're a tough 15s team. What I mean by that is that each one of them do their role. They don't have any out and out, you know, All Blacks in their squad. But they're 1 to 15, and then, you know, 16 to 23 when they come on, they're tough. They really play a tough team. They work hard for each other. and obviously they'll be a bit like us when we came back from Perth. You know, we are now on our home ground and we want to show our crowd what we did, and they'll be no different. So we're bracing for a very physical clash, and we're preparing ourselves this week in a similar vein to the way we prepared last week, and with a real focus around what we want to do.
You're coming off a 3-game burst against Aussie teams. Do you need to change much for a Kiwi team like the Highlanders?
No, not really. I think the Highlanders are a physical, tough team. They'll come after us around the breakdown area. Their scrum is good. So look, I think every game, the Australian, New Zealand sort of teams, each team now brings their own brand of football, and the Highlanders will bring what they always do when they turn up there at Forsyth Bar. They'll be very physical, they'll come after us, and we need to be ready to go.
Mick, thanks again for joining us, mate. Go well in Dunedin. Manaka.
Manaka, Clarky. See you in a couple of weeks.
So it's another huge day for the Drua on Sunday when they play the Highlanders in Dunedin. A 2 p.m. kickoff at Forsyth Bar Stadium. Can the Drua finally break the drought on the road that dates back to week 1 last year? Now on Drua Talk, it's time to catch up with the Highlanders Fijian winger, Timoci Tavatavanawai. Bulavanaka, thanks for your time. First up, tell us about your Fijian heritage. What region are you connected to?
I'm from, my dad's side is from Nekawanga, Namara Televu, and my mom's side is Kamba, Bau in Televu.
How are you enjoying Dunedin and your time at the Highlanders?
Having fun so far. It's been great. It's a great journey so far, so yeah, very happy. Yep.
Now, things didn't go to plan in Auckland last week, but you're still in the top 8. What are the work-ons this week as you prepare for the Drua? What does the team need to improve on?
I think it's just nailing our details, roles, and yeah, just be simple with our game, and yeah.
It's the last home game for the season for the Highlanders, a Sunday afternoon match. Are you looking forward to playing the Drua?
Yeah, we are looking forward to it. It's going to be a great match. Because we're both fighting for a spot on the top 8, so yeah, looking forward to it.
Have you been impressed with the way that the Drua has been able to attract a huge following at home?
Yeah, not really, but because it's one of their favorite team over there, so rugby is really common and people love rugby, so yeah.
The Highlanders are 7th, just 2 points in front of the Drua and 4 points clear of the Force. This is must win, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a must-win game for us to be able to maintain that top 7, top 6, 8 spots. So yeah, it's a must-win for us.
Well, Timoci, thank you again for joining us. We're looking forward to a great game Sunday afternoon. Vanaka.
Na valeu.
He's been a good signing for the Highlanders, and the Drua will need to shut him down on Sunday, that's for sure. Okay, let's check week 14 games. Friday, it's the Chiefs hosting the Hurricanes in Hamilton, 2nd v 4th. The Brumbies play the Rebels in Canberra. Saturday, it's Moana at home taking on the bottom place Waratahs. The Crusaders host the Blues in Christchurch. The Reds play the Force at Suncorp, a must-win game for the Force. The Reds are going to be in the quarterfinals. And we wrap it up with the Highlanders and the Drua in Dunedin, Sunday afternoon from 2 p.m. Fiji time. So many crunch games as we get closer to the business end. Time now to head to Clarkie's Corner. On Drua Talk, it's time to see who's in Clarkie's Corner. Joining me this week in Clarkie's Corner is flying Fijian lock Isoa Nasilasila Bulla. Mate, you must be pretty happy that you're in Fiji.
Yeah.
You were born in Australia, but this is giving you an opportunity to come back and really get into your heritage.
Yeah, no, it's really good. Good to be back home. You know, usually come for a holiday, but it's good to, finally work here and just give back to the Fijian community.
Just tell us about your connection with Fiji.
Yeah, so my dad, both birth parents. My dad's he's from VCC, Vunda, and mum's mum, she's Nana. She's from. She's got maternal links to Kandavu. double, yeah. So both sides of the family, really, yeah.
When did you start playing rugby?
Oh, I'd say I started playing when I was 10 or 11, playing Fairfield United down in some rugby league down in Fairfield, Sydney. I had to play 2 years up, so yeah, so I was pretty small back then, but yeah, sort of just gradually joined rugby union, and then yeah, obviously ended up here.
What a pathway though. So you went to a renowned sporting school called Westfield Sports High in Sydney, and that led on to Eastwood and Southern Districts and Fiji under-20s, and of course the Drua and the Flying Fijians. So it all goes back to Westfield Sports, does it?
Yeah, oh, that's probably where because that's where I really first started playing union, and like that's where I built my passion. So yeah, it always come down to Westfield Sports, and yeah, how I started there. Yeah.
Did you have an idol you looked up to?
Idol back then. Yeah, I'd say it was like Sam Whitelock growing up. Yeah. So yeah, I was seeing him play, him and Brady Retallick, you know, for the All Blacks. So, and also Ibn Elizabeth. Yeah, I used to download all the highlight reels from the school library and then just watch it at home. So yeah.
I thought he was going to say my commentary mate Sam Wykes, but no.
Oh yeah, That's all Sam. That.
How good was it to make your debut for the Flying Fijians, and you've now played 12 tests?
No, it's good. Yeah, definitely a surreal moment. Had played it in front of a lot of family. I had a lot of family come down for that game too. So my dad was here. Mum and them were still in Sydney, but yeah, just playing in front of the crowd and, you know, pulling on that white jersey. Yeah, probably been dreaming of that for the last 10 or I don't know how long, just since I was a kid, you know, and it was just singing the national anthem, doing the dhimbi. Yeah, just a dream come true, yeah, real good.
Rugby World Cup in France, you were there. I mean, how good was that?
Surreal, yeah, I've just made a promise to myself a few years ago, probably, which one? The 2007 World Cup watching, 2011 World Cup watching that, and just, you know, just wanted to play in the Rugby World Cup. So yeah, just real surreal playing that first game, especially against Wales. Yeah, just the atmosphere there, you know, all the crowd. Yeah, just not even that, the players that you're playing with, you know, you got Josh Tuisova, Semi Randrandra, Botia, another level, and you're just like just, you know, just
I'm with them.
Back there, yeah, playing with them, yeah. So it's just, yeah, really surreal, yeah, but so good.
And Ice, as we call you, the Drua, what does it mean to you?
It's so good. I love, you know, one, it just gives back to the Fijian fans, you know, they've been wanting a Super Rugby team for ever since Super Rugby started, so it just gives them someone to not only support, but someone like a team to look up to. You know, they can see that the boys, he's just from the village, he's from my village, and they can see, he's playing professional rugby, so it just gives them a bit clearer idea that they can, wherever they're from, they can make the Flying Fijians even. So yeah, and seeing the support that all the crowd comes and supports us, you know, it's really good. And yeah, it's just real amazing to see the Fiji finally have a Super Rugby team.
Well, you're a big part of it. I know you missed some games this year because of the ankle injury, but you're back to your best. You're playing the 80 most weeks. You've got the Flying Fijians coming up. Hopefully a test against the All Blacks for you. Won't that be amazing in San Diego? Hopefully the Drua will win the competition. Won't that be amazing for all of Fiji? Isoa Nasilasila.
Cheers, Clarky.
Keep up the good work and well done.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Just another Drua star who is making the most of his opportunities in the Drua jersey. I'm expecting him to be wearing the Flying Fijians jersey again this year as well. Time now for the Drua Try of the Week, scored by the Home Basics Player of the Match.
Canavati takes a direct route again. Throw a volley inside ball. Ravu Taumunda stepping. Can he go on his own? Can he do it himself? He's pulled out about 1 metre out. They look to go left, but the advantage goes out. Slowing the ball down, the Queensland Reds. Here's a Canavati. Has he got a double? The hand goes up and it is a try. He's got a double.
Tavita Tex Ikanavati had another blinder. He scored 2 tries and was in great form right around the paddock as well. There were some great tries scored again over the weekend, and here's a sample from week 13.
Timoci just manages to hold on. Expect plenty of carries from Ilia Danakavata. Good clean out by the Drua. Armstrong Rabola, Salawa. Getting through. Salawa! Oh, and then loses it 1 metre out from the line. And he might have been trying to release the ball so he can pick it up and go again.
Here comes your replay now.
So Salawa.
And nice and slow once we go to the point of contact, please.
Oh, yeah.
Just tripping in there.
So we need to just work through this.
So wingers looking to get involved. There's a little kick through, and it falls nicely for Tony Wanga. 6 or 7 metres out. Can they get it out wide? They don't have to because they're going to go the direct route. And over goes Tavita Ikamabati. Second try already to the Fijian Drua. Oh, too big and too strong. I think there was a bit of footwork in there as well.
There definitely was. All these forwards are just showing their absolute skill.
Sometimes you just got to get that lucky bounce, and they got that off that kick. But it's a dream start for the Drua. Ikanaveti with his footwork.
Ikanaveti takes a direct route again. For a volley inside ball. Ravu Taumunda stepping. Can he go on his own? Can he do it himself? He's pulled out about 1 metre out. They look to go left, but the advantage goes out. Slowing the ball down, the Queensland Reds. Here's a Ikanaveti. Has he got a double? The hand goes up and it is a try. He's got a double.
In the lead up to the try, and then we'll just square off the try at the same time, okay?
Okay, so first things first, we're going to square off potential foul play by Red 11.
Yeah, some of the great action from week 13, and I think we can expect more of the same this weekend as the teams jockey for positions in the top 8. Now, before we go this week, once again, we say congratulations to Glenn Jackson, who has been appointed Drua head coach for 3 years, starting as soon as the Super Rugby Pacific concludes next month. He's done a great job as Mick Byrne's assistant over the past 3 years and deserves a crack at the top job. So we say, well done, Jacko. And you've been watching Drua Talk with Greg Clark, and I'll leave you with a look at the Swire shipping Fijian Drua men's squad to take the field this Sunday. Yes, Sunday afternoon, 2 p.m. in Dunedin. Good luck to the Drua, who will have some extra support in the crowd from the fans taking the Fiji Airways charter flight. What a great day trip to Dunedin that will be. Bye for now. Mabe.